I've been using newspapers alive now for, a good while, and it has really helped my bottom line a whole lot. And it has helped me all the way around in my business. It has helped me to get more opt-ins and sign-ups, and it has gotten me more sales as well. Now, one thing that I really like about it, it's really great to be able to advertise in an offline newspaper. That seems like it's old hat, old ways of advertising, but newspaper advertising is now back from the dead, with newspapers of live. You can't really get any better than reaching out to people that are offline, people that may not even browse the internet, or you may not even be able to find them online, because a lot of people, you'll be surprised how many people don't even go online. Some people might go to Facebook and do little things like that or check email, but you'll be surprised how many people don't even get online, especially some of maybe some of your older generation, but they would still buy your offer, or sign up to get more information, if that was presented to them. And with newspapers of live, this is the best way to get to these type of people that really don't go online a lot, but you still reach all kind of people that do go online every day. Now, the way this works is really easy. I was really surprised how easy that it was, to actually work. I signed up for Newspapers of Live, and it was really just 4 easy steps for me. I joined Newspapers of Live, and I selected one of the 3 packages that they had. I selected the package 1 to start out with, and with the number 1 package, I get between 200 and 250 of these visitors each and every day. And you just can imagine after a week, how many visitors, 2 to 250 a day times 7, that's a lot just within a week. So just think about after you're running this a few months and even up into a year or more, you're reaching thousands and thousands of people. And just with the reach that I have gotten so far, man, like I said, I've gotten more opt-ins and sign-ups, and I've gotten a lot more sales by using the newspaper ads. So, but after you choose the 3 packages, I just went in and I went ahead and chose 3 zones for the circulation or my ad for the newspapers. And then I edit my offer page. I put my offer page exactly how I want it to be, and I add my sales page or my offer page URL that I want to direct my readers to. And then after that, I just track my campaigns, and it's just as simple as that. It's really 4 simple steps, and not hard at all. But when I was thinking about how Newspapers of Live, how they are nationwide, and how they are rapidly expanding into 30,000 towns and cities across the United States, I was thinking, well, I'd like to be in the Washington Post or the New York Times or maybe the LA Times or some of these big papers. And I thought I never would have figured out. I probably would have figured it out later, but it probably would have been a tough process for me to say, hey, I'm going to call up the Washington Post or the New York Times, and I'm going to see if I can advertise in their could or something. It could be done online. I don't know. But besides all of that, those are the type of papers I'm able to get my ads into. And, and all I do is do it all from within Newspapers of Live account, that I have. So really easy. And they also have a zone map. I really like the zone map because it's basically a map of the United States, and it's sectioned off into different zones. And I can look at it and I can say, I want to try this zone maybe today or this week or ever how long I want to try it. And then I can switch it up and decide, hey, I want to do this zone. I want to go through New York and Pennsylvania. Maybe I want to go through California, Texas, and some of those areas within those papers, and running my ads basically nationwide. Heck, you can't get no better than that as far as being able to advertise when you want, where you want. I mean, it's just right at your fingertips there. So that's really what I love about it. Of course, the biggest thing I love about it is the increase that I've gotten in my bottom line. But that's basically how the program, has worked for me. I can try these 3 zones to start with if I don't like them. As a matter of fact, in the first week, I've chosen 3 zones, right off the bat. And it didn't really convert as well as I wanted it to. So after that, I thought, well, I'm going to try 3 more zones. And after the first week, I switched my zones to 3 more zones. And man, that really shot up my results after doing that. So the flexibility is there, and that's one thing I really love about Newspapers Alive, is being able to do that. And another good feature that I really like about it is the stats tracking page, that they offer, that they have. It really helps me. It really has helped me a whole lot because it gives me a great insight, and so I can keep track of my results. And it always lines up with my own personal analytics as well. So, using their stats tracking page, it really helps. And it's a confirmation for me is what it is, because I look at the stat tracking page within my Newspapers Alive account, and I line it up with my analytics, my own personal analytics. And, it really gives me that peace of mind seeing that it lines up, So it's just a confirmation thing, and it's really a peace of mind in my business that it gives me. So can you just imagine this, just a picture this, when you're writing your ad, once you get inside of Newspapers Alive, you've chosen your zones, and you type out your offer, you type out a good description of your offer, and you put your offer link, which will be below that ad. The link, once it goes out to the newspapers, you're right under your ad, your description, your offer description, the link that you're going to send your people to, it goes right up under the ad. And what they can do then is, if they're reading a newspaper, a physical newspaper, then they can go in and type that URL under my ad in their web browser and go straight to my offers page. And they're doing it. People are doing it because I see the results with my signups and my sales. So, it's working great. And, newspaper advertising is back from the dead. That's the bottom line. With the way technology has sprung up, over the years, I guess a lot of people, I know I has really kind of forgotten about the offline way of advertising. But man, it's still out there, and it still works great. And with me, Newspapers Alive has helped me to reach different areas of the United States by choosing these different zones, because, I'm right here in Georgia. I live in Georgia. I have all my life. And our newspaper here, it only goes out once a week. So I could advertise, and I have advertised in my local paper, but shoot, once a week. I live in a small town. But imagine being able to reach out. That's what I'm doing, is just being able to now to reach out and go to different newspapers, big newspapers. I think my population here in the county I live in is 30,000, maybe 40 by now, I don't know. But just imagine, I'm not confined to 30,000 or 40,000 people anymore. I'm able to reach out with different locations in different newspapers, popular newspapers. Like I say, the New York Times, Washington Post, and LA Times, and many more, out there. But it's really great, and it has really helped me, and I can see this going for a very, very long time for my business. I'm going to use this. I'm going to continue to use this because I can see how much it has increased my bottom line, like I say, and more sign-ups.